That's not looking good.
A boat accident occurred in Erlang, Gujarat, India, in January 2017. This incident underscores the critical role of clear communication and coordinated action within a boat crew. While fortunately there were no injuries, this event highlights the potential consequences of misunderstandings. Probably a stronger emphasis on crew training and collaboration could prevent similar situations in the future. On the afternoon of Friday, July 21, 2023, a train derailment took place in Bay County, Michigan. If I see a chemical tanker overturn right in front of me, I'm not waiting to find out what's happening. I will pull a U-turn and drive in the opposite direction as fast as possible. The tanker was not carrying hazardous materials, and no one was injured. 5 years ago, a scene of utter chaos unfolded in Korea as a KTX train hurtled off the tracks. The incident was a terrifying ballet of uncontrolled movement and destruction. The KTX train's journey was cut tragically short just 5 minutes after leaving the station. Before reaching its high-speed cruising velocity of over 200 kilometers per hour, disaster struck. The train lurched violently, causing the world outside the windows to erupt into a disorienting blur. In the aftermath of the KTX train's sudden halt near Gangan, an eerie silence descended upon the scene, a stark contrast to the moments of terror that had just unfolded. A boat launch in Pascagoula, Mississippi in November 2019 didn't go as planned as a minor issue arose. Launching this boat seems like an adventure in itself. It might be a good idea to warn guests beforehand, just to avoid any startled reactions. Luckily, everyone was okay this time. A rescue mission for climbers on Austria's Grossglockner took a dangerous turn when the responding plane had an issue. A mechanical issue with the helicopter caused a temporary loss of control during a rescue mission. Thankfully, the pilot managed to land safely, and everyone aboard was unharmed. Mount Rainier, situated in the southwestern part of Washington state, is the tallest peak in the region and an active stratovolcano. Video footage from as far back as 1973 captured numerous large avalanches on the mountain. Limited information is available online regarding whether these avalanches were controlled, but they clearly caused significant destruction, tearing through trees as they descended the slopes. The video shows different types of avalanches, including the dangerous slab avalanches that form from wind-deposited snow. These massive slabs look like giant chunks cut from the mountainside. There are also wet avalanches, slower and less dramatic but still dangerous due to their sheer size. Even though avalanches are far-off dangers for most people, they're powerful reminders of the destructive forces of nature. a blaze on a vessel off the coast of Holland resulted in significant damage, consuming nearly 3,000 cars destined for Germany to Egypt. The fire broke out approximately 27 kilometers from the Dutch island of Ameland in the early hours. Hours later, suspicions emerged that the fire originated from one of the 25 electric vehicles aboard, underscoring a recurring issue in maritime transportation and emphasizing the critical necessity for enhanced marine safety measures. The driver appears to have disregarded the height warning sign posted at the entrance, but it was unwise for them to persist in rushing ahead, despite knowing the clearance was insufficient. The outcome serves as a valuable lesson. Fortunately, the incident caused no injuries. Understanding weight distribution is crucial. Overloading the back of a truck can cause significant issues, and this guy learned that lesson the hard way. This incident serves as a reminder to adhere to the truck's allowable load capacity, distribute weight evenly, and avoid excessive rear weight that could lift the front of the vehicle off the ground. The good news is that everyone emerged unharmed. Last January, a terrible accident happened near SeaWorld on the Gold Coast in Australia. Two sightseeing helicopters crashed on a sandbank close to the resort. One took off while the other landed, and they collided mid-air around 2 p.m. Investigators are still looking into what exactly caused this tragedy. Looks like someone forgot to fasten the container to the truck. Firstly, he exceeded the permitted weight limit, and secondly, the fastening needed to be more secure, making them prone to tilting and losing balance. It's not worth risking safety just to save time and shipping costs. The collapse of a 6-story building in Changsha, Hunan, China on April 29th was a terrifying event that profoundly affected the community. The mixed-use structure, housing a restaurant, cinema, and residential units, crumbled in a chaotic and alarming scene. Dust and debris filled the air, accompanied by the piercing sirens of emergency responders echoing through the distressing chaos. The solemn view of the collapsed structure served as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of urban infrastructure and the critical need for safety measures in densely populated areas. Avoid driving recklessly into flooded areas, as the submerged terrain may be unpredictable. The long and large vehicle body can easily lose balance under calm waters, posing a significant risk. Thankfully, there were no casualties. An airplane accident occurred in New Zealand in 2018.
After taking the grass vector here, we've got 2 vectors, parallel runway, touchdown there by Padovia, our local pilot in the Yak 3. Ran through, that's not looking good.
It may be surprising to learn that the Royal New Zealand Air Force and warbirds over Wanaka have been directed to pay over $616,000 to replace a damaged vintage aircraft. The crosswinds caused by the perpendicular landing affected his takeoff halfway past V1, prompting him to continue. Air traffic control should consider widening the time gap between landings and takeoffs on this runway configuration at Great Palatine. India's vast and diverse geography, coupled with its wide range of climatic conditions, creates a landscape highly susceptible to landslides in many regions across the country. The landslide occurred on May 27, 2024 at 2:46 p.m. Thankfully, there were no reports of harm despite a significant amount of loose soil and rock tumbling down the mountainside. No way we, or anyone for that matter, are cycling that mountain trail. It's a loop with no guardrails, and just recently, there was a huge rockfall. Massive boulders are scattered all over the path, making it a total mess as can be seen in the video. Luckily, everyone stopped before the rockfall could hurt anyone. Last August, a landslide struck the Noap Sangto Road, completely blocking it at the 14th kilometer marker from Nolak. The collapse caused a major transportation disruption, leaving travelers stranded and forcing detours. Nestled amidst majestic mountains, flowing rivers, and lush forests, this town is a haven for nature lovers and outdoor adventurers. However, be aware that a significant landslide struck the Montebello region of Colombia in May 2024. The overflowing Honda River unleashed a devastating natural disaster, forcing residents of Zarat to flee their homes in a desperate scramble for safety. The rampaging river transformed into a raging torrent, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake and displacing countless people. A devastating landslide wreaked havoc in a village, leaving 2 houses utterly demolished and over 30 structures significantly damaged. In the wake of the disaster, rescuers raced against time to reach those trapped under the collapsed debris. Their tireless efforts continued as they strived to save lives amidst the ruins. While Chamba in Urand captivates visitors with its breathtaking beauty, dense forests, and majestic Himalayan vistas offering a tranquil escape, a horrifying scene unfolded elsewhere. The recent landslide at Koti Bridge in Himachal Pradesh, captured on video and spreading rapidly on social media due to its danger, serves as a stark reminder of the raw power of nature. The mountains, once a stoic barrier, revealed their dynamic nature in a breathtaking display. A vast section sheared away, tumbling down in a slow-motion avalanche. The roar of the collapse echoed through the valley as the river, momentarily overwhelmed, churned beneath the deluge of rock and earth. A plume of dust, like the angry breath of a sleeping giant, rose to obscure the surrounding landscape. Thankfully, no witness stood too close to witness the raw power of nature's reshaping. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and comment.